Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to my Twine Peaks SSD. My Twine Peaks SSD is currently at stage 4 or 5, I believe, and we're gonna talk about my SSD a little bit. We're gonna talk about that got broken. I need to fix that. We're gonna talk about some plans that I have for my SSD, as well as we're going to talk about what SSD Saturday is. A lot of people have been asking me about that. And I'm going to talk about a couple of tips, different places here that I would recommend that you build in a certain way and how. And finally, we're going to talk about the future of SSDs and potentially what we know might be coming in season 9. But let's go ahead and start and take a look here. So my SSD, if you guys can see, my SSD is kind of built on with wood. Now, there's a reason for this. I wanted to make a full wood SSD in twine. I haven't gotten around to it, but I will be doing it very soon. This is actually going to be an interesting kind of build because I'm going to base it on it's going to be a hanging gardens kind of technique. Now, all of this stuff is going to go down. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. I want to go ahead and take everything down right now. The problem is, yes, I do have no space. Okay, so I have enough space. So first thing is, remember guys, if you guys don't know this, we have the capacity now to recover all of our materials. This is something that was introduced in version. Oh, I'm dropping all the. You know what? Let me go drop that off. This is something that was introduced in version 8, where now we have the capacity to recover all of our. Can I transfer this? Oh, I'm full here. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's transfer a couple of these because we're gonna be giving these away today. We have the capacity to now recover all of our items or all of our materials that we put into our storm base, into a storm. It is a storm base. Our shield, our SSD. So we have that interesting capacity now to be able to transfer over or put into, or whenever we destroy something in our storm base, we have the capacity now to recover those supplies. Now, this is something that has been long awaited and very desired by a lot of people because it's something that we didn't have before. Now you can go ahead and, after you set something up, you can go ahead and recover all of the resources. So like right here, I've got this 82 wood spike. I'm gonna break it and check it out. I got back the crafting, the duct tape, and everything. It's awesome, especially if you want to improve or like level up your traps. Oops, that one didn't work there. Oh, it just still dropped everything anyway. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna pick everything up here, and that's just the first tip that you can go ahead and do it. In case you didn't know, I'm sure most people did know, but if you're new to the game. Second tip. All right, let's go over here. The second tip that I could give you, let me go. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. So let's go to the first starting spot. The first starting spot in every single. Oh, no. Leave me alone. That was scary. The first starting spot in every single storm chest. Or every single storm chest. Why do I keep saying storm chest? In every single one. So right here is the very first spot that you have to fight every single time. Now, because of the new cannonade, you can actually build cannonade like ramps here, and it actually makes a really, really awesome destructive area. You can make those areas. I personally think that, you know what, there is no wrong way. I have seen a lot of people take the battle to the enemies. Like if you want to put here, you can just put a ceiling of gas traps, or I personally really prefer the ceiling trap. This one, what's it called again? What's this trap called again? The electrical field. I prefer the electric field. I don't really like the gas traps. Although, yes, I will admit, if you're looking for damage and extended damage, the gas traps is pretty good because it kind of leaves an affliction on them. So this is the first area you can do. You can go ahead and set up cannonades over there, and sorry, not cannonades, broadsides. I'm sorry, broadsides over there. I keep making that mistake. Broadsides over there. Catch them in here. Cover in with the field. Don't forget that whenever you have a storm, it will destroy everything on the floor. And also don't forget on this side that they are going to travel over here as well. So blocking this off, or maybe making another little another little death tunnel in here would really be good. You know, just to take those out. But in general, here in your Twine Peaks Storm Shield, the most important thing I feel is going to be staying away from those bad areas. Now, there's a couple of areas here, like over there, like that right there. That guy right there. Oh, see Daisy. This guy right there, that guy right there is incredibly complicated to defend. So I would highly recommend that you don't use him. If you do, I've seen some people use it pretty well. And definitely, especially here in Twine Peaks, use the area to your advantage. If you have a cliff and you know that the enemies are going to walk past it, definitely, you know, use those wall launchers. Use those wall launchers. Get them kicked out of here. Use the floor launchers with the upper, like, diagonal stairs so that you can bounce them off too. There's several very cool things. I know that looks like really cool, but that's just copper, by the way. And that's the next thing I want to talk about. So, well, actually, no, before we go into that, let's talk about SSD Saturday. So, for a lot of people who have been wondering, what is SSD Saturday? SSD Saturday is that every single Saturday, I go ahead and we do SSDs on the stream. That's the only thing we do. We don't do anything but SSDs. We just there's a list. You can come every single Saturday. We hang out. We just play. If you need help with an SSD, bring it along. We will definitely try and work on it together and figure it out. And that's what we do. That's what we do during SSD Saturdays. And it's been really fun. It's been really fun. We've been able to help a lot of people. So I encourage you, if you want to hang out with us, definitely come down on Saturdays and we can hang out and, have a good time. So last thing I want to talk about is the improvements I would like to see made to the Storm Shields. Now, the biggest thing across the board, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let's take a look here at Reddit really quick. Let's take a look here. All right, here we go. So finally, Season 9 will include some significant changes. And this, by the way, is the roadmap the latest roadmap we got. We don't have a current roadmap for Season 9 yet, but I'm hoping that we're going to get one very, very soon. So it says, finally, Season 9 will include some significant changes to your Storm Shield, which opens the door for a new game mode, particularly focused on Storm Shield defenses. An entire new game mode, guys. Okay, it's not a new mission. It's not a new mission type. It's not a new no. It's a game mode. Now, does that mean that it's going to be like creative? Yeah, I kind of feel like it's very possible that it could be that. It could be our creative version of Save the World, and more importantly, this is something I was kind of thinking. What if it means that this new mode is going to be free? It very well may be that the new SSD defend kind of whatever mode is going to be free, and then it's going to be the whole introduction into Save the World, and if people want to buy the full game, then they can. Kind of like a trial version kind of thing, but a whole version, a whole game mode just built on that, where it will be, a potential to be able, a gateway into Save the World. I hope it is. That would be really awesome. Particularly focused on Storm Shield defenses. We'll have more details for you as we approach the new season. We're also bringing back a highly requested weapon set that we don't care about. Well, we do care about. It's hopefully it'll be the military set, because a lot of people want that set. But what do I want to see changed in my SSDs? The first thing I want to see is that right there. I would really like to see a graphical exchange, a graphics update to the SSDs. The lava's got to change. The lava's got to change. We can't have those squares anymore. I know I'm gonna miss them too. But we gotta have better lava. We gotta have better graphics here. Big time. I definitely want to see that. The second thing, and this goes for every single SSD out there, and the interesting thing about this setup, or this biome, I guess, is this is the Twine Peaks biome, right? And if you guys notice, doesn't this start looking very familiar over here? Very familiar, isn't it? Doesn't it? Palm trees, water. Interesting, isn't it? Look at this. Very interesting, isn't it? Doesn't this look like a certain piratey adventure that we're doing right now? So you can totally tell that Twine Peaks was the concept of Twine Peaks and the pirates and everything. Maybe there was supposed to be. Oh, I didn't realize I had two good chests here. Maybe this was supposed to be the concept for Twine Peaks. I don't know that the whole pirate thing was gonna be involved in it. It feels like there was supposed to be a lot more that we didn't get, so hopefully we will see this changed. I'm just noticing now that these palm trees could definitely use a, yeah. They could also use a spruce up in the graphical department. So that would be a huge thing for me. I really would like. How far can I go in here? I don't think you can go all the way out. No, you can just go here. I thought that if you went to a certain spot, then it would eventually, just take you out. So definitely something important. And the final thing that I'm really wanting to see in the new changes is, and this is the biggest one. I'm leaving the biggest one for last. Epic Games, if anyone is watching, please give us the correct materials. If you're going to be in Twine Peaks, getting 1-star materials. If you're doing an SSD 10 and still getting those 1-star materials from the enemies, or don't give us anything. Either just make it so that the husks don't drop anything at all, or let them drop things to their appropriate level. And with that being said, replayability of SSDs would be wonderful. And if it's a brand new game mode, it's very possible that they're also going to do that. They're going to add replayability, defending SSD, working on your SSD, an entire game mode completely based upon developing, building, and expanding your base. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm going to leave it there. You guys have a wonderful day. If you guys would like to come out, hang out with us today during SSD Saturday, please do. I'll be streaming today, and we will be doing SSDs. So if you need help with SSD, come on down, and we'll see you there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.